Hart County will tee it up. We'll be kicking away, it looks like, to Jefferson. And as you mentioned, most every team now wants to receive. And looking at Jefferson's numbers that you gave us this week, they've done, they've given up a few points on defense, and they're in a situation where I think they want to receive and get control, and it's all about momentum. And they've got a big offensive line, so they want to set the tempo early on, and we're going to have to play some defense. For the Hart County Bulldogs, Jonathan Carpenter is set to tee it up. Let's get up, folks. Let's ready to rock and roll from Herndon Stadium. We've got Bulldog football. We're not on top of that mountain this week. We're down here in the flatlands. Jonathan Carpenter will tee it up on the 40-yard line. Jefferson's got three guys back on their own 10, right beside one another. Carpenter getting ready to do it. Hang on, folks. Let's do it. Line driver. They're going to take it on the 7-yard line. Here comes Jefferson across the 15-20. Kid leapfrogs up about the 25-yard line. He went airborne. We knocked him down, and Tristan Johnson on the special teams tackle. And here comes the Jefferson Dragons. Head coach T. McFerrin, we know T from many moons ago as he was the Elbert County coach. It's on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 to Jefferson. Now, they're going to come out a little bit late. Their offense is over there huddling up. We played Union County last week. They only had 37 players total on the team. Jefferson's got a lot more. In fact, it looks like Jefferson may have more people playing than we do, to be honest. They got a lot of jerseys over there. Red helmets, white jerseys, blue, kind of a Buffalo Bills look, I guess. We're hoping they play like the Bills. They've got three receivers to the left, fullback behind that quarterback, one receiver to the right. Hart County's on a 4-3 look defensively. They'll run that fullback right up the gut, get about 2 yards up to the 27-yard line. Justin Temples, who had a big game last week at defensive tackle, making the stop.
And, Mike, you're talking about McFerrin. He really put Jefferson on the map because they were a mediocre football team before he come, and he really turned their program around. It's pretty much what he does everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jefferson's been known as a wrestling school for many years, and, they got a good track team, and basketball's not too bad. They hadn't been known for football. Now they are. 2nd down and 7. The ball is placed on the 28-yard line. Now they're in the eye. Big fullback in front of that tailback, too. Put a man in motion. He'll give it to that tailback. He busts across the 35-40. 1st down up to the 42-yard line. I believe that was, I'm trying to get a number on who was carrying that ball for those guys. I think it was number 32, DeQuinn Sewell. Stephon Eads making the tackle.
Yeah. Jefferson's got some big linemen. I don't know if you can see how big they are up there, but number 60, 77, and 64, the center and the two tackles, they're pretty big.
Big team. Big, tall offensive line. About a 250-pound fullback, too. They're going to put that fullback. Now they move that tailback to an off position. Kind of a veer look they're running right now with two receivers left. Now they get into the true eye. They'll hand off to that running back left side. We knock him down, a 1-yard gain. Deontay Allen made the stop. Sets up a 2nd down and 9 with 10:22 to go in the first quarter. Hart County at Jefferson from the beautiful Herndon Stadium. Scoreless. Jefferson on their opening drive. 2nd down, and we're going to call it, I'm going to say 8 from where that ball is spotted now. It's almost on the 44. It is on the 44. They've got 2nd down and 8. 3 receivers all bunched up on the left side. That big fullback is behind that quarterback, the quarterback Brian Sheriffs. 1 receiver to the right. They throw that wide receiver screen, a little bubble play, big opening. He has a 1st down all the way down to the Bulldog 40-yard line. Just picture it. You've got 3 wide receivers. One is in the bubble, the deep one, and they threw to him, and the 2 up guys blocked for him. Deontay Allen getting way over there at linebacker to make that stop. It's a 1st and 10 to Jefferson on the Bulldog 40-yard line. 9:44 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless, but Jefferson on their opening drive. They're moving down the field. They picked up a couple of 1st downs now. That was a nice play on that bubble screen. They're going to bring 24 out here to the side. Joe Boyd, a wide receiver. Now we've got a timeout on Jefferson. We'll take one, too. Bulldog football and WKLY. Back in a moment.
Tired of sacrificing your digital needs to save money? Relax, Hart Telephone is waiting to serve you. In fact, they've been serving neighbors like you since 1903, but that doesn't mean they're old and outdated. In fact, they offer the latest in communications technology at an affordable price. They provide high-speed internet access and unlimited local phone service, and bundles that include free domestic long-distance minutes, basic and digital cable, plus 3 free calling features. So surf faster, talk longer, and watch more with Hart Communications. Phone 706-376-4701.
And welcome back. 9:31 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Jefferson on the move, however. They're at the Hart County 40-yard line, make it 40.5. And they took the timeout for some reason. Don't know why. They were on a roll.
Here they go. 1st and 10 on our 41-yard line. Jefferson, we're in that 4-3 look. May blitz a linebacker. They're back in the true eye. Receivers left and right. Guy from left goes to the right. They'll give it to that running back. No, the quarterback keeps it. We knock him down really about a yard or two. They're going to give him maybe 2-yard gain. Matthew Boyd made the play for the Bulldogs. Quarterback keeper. You're going to see a lot of that, and that is trademark T. McFerrin. Going to let that quarterback run that option on that one. They put a man in motion, that receiver from left to right. He comes back like he's going to be one of the running backs. And remember, at Elbert County, T ran that ham bone, which is almost true to form of what Paul Johnson runs and who's at Georgia Tech. He used to run that look. A lot of people thought it was a wing T, but it was actually that ham bone. He's kind of incorporated some of that into the eye. He ran the eye option when he was at Tucker. So that's been his 2 offenses over the years. They're in the eye. Receiver left and right. Quarterback puts a man in motion from right to left. He'll go back like a running back, 32 with the carry. He's going to get down to the 34-yard line, sets up a 3rd and 5. Deontay Allen made the stop. And that was Carson, I believe. Guys, let's get a true. Is that 34? Yeah, 34 Carson, the tailback on that one. 8:22 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless. Jefferson's looking at a 3rd and 5. They're right on the 35-yard line. They've got one receiver way over there to the left. They bring 2 guys, make that 3 guys to the right. One of the running backs is in the slot. That fullback is the only guy behind that quarterback. They'll give it to that big fullback, and he gets a yard, maybe 2, 3. He leaned in there. He's not going to have the first down. He should be a good yard shy of the first down, but he is a load now. He's a big old youngin'. Deontay Allen went along for the ride and made the stop. It brings up a 4th and short. Boy, he moved it. It was 3rd and 5, and he picked up 4. So they're looking at 4th and 1 with 7:37 to go in the first quarter. And they're going to try to go for it, yes. Let's see if they don't try to draw us off sides. It's 4th and 1 on the 31-yard line. They're in the eye. And we jumped off sides. We jumped off one of the linemen or one of the linebackers that was blitzing came flying in. That was a lineman. Our tackle jumped off, and that's going to give him an easy 5 yards. Oh, man, you heard somebody yell from the sidelines, watch the ball. You got to watch that ball, and that guy was right over the ball, too, that jumped. You got to watch it because that quarterback's going to be stutter talking and trying to get you off, and he did. 1st and 10, Jefferson, as we give him a big gift right there, and they've got the ball on our 26-yard line. 1st and 10. They've got a receiver left, one right. I bet they put a man in motion. They're in that eye. They put that receiver in motion from right to left. Run him underneath. Quarterback hands off. 32 runs it left side. Big opening. First down, picked up about 12, 13 yards. That was Quinn Sewell, who ran the ball that time for Jefferson with 6:48 to go in quarter number 1. And they're alternating their tailbacks between Sewell and Carson. Sewell really quick on his feet, and he got out there and picked up another first down. So now they're down to the Bulldog 13-yard line, and they're looking at 1st and 10. They've got 2 receivers. One's in a slot to the left. Looks like they're going to get into that eye. Here they go. Big fullback in front of Carson. They give it to Carson right at the gut. Motoring. Still running. Did he get in? Touchdown, Jefferson, it looks like. Or maybe not a touchdown. Maybe right on the goal line. Okay, I was watching a Jefferson guy put his hands up. Big offensive line. They just kept pushing and pushing. Carson had the ball, and Ballraff finally got a knee down. And so it's going to be 1st and goal right here on the goal line. I mean, it's right on the line. Excuse me. So You got 4 downs to go 1 yard with this massive offensive line. And they are big. Not as big as Franklin, but pretty darn close. They're in the I. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Sheriffs, they'll run it. Quarterback keeper, got in, touchdown. He's standing up. Jefferson leads 6-0 over the Bulldogs as they marched it right up the football field. I'm not sure how many yards that drive was, but they were very key on 75-yard drive, and they were very efficient on their 3rd downs. And then we gave them a real gift down here on 4th down when we jumped, and then they just kept moving in. And, boy, the left side of their offensive line is just digging out craters for them to run in. Extra point attempt. It's up, and it is good. And it's a
quarter. 6 minutes left in the first quarter as a 6-minute drive for Jefferson, and they make good on it. 75-yard drive. Quarterback keeper, 1 yard run, point after is good, and Jefferson just like that, 7-0. They went methodically down the field pretty easily, Mike, and that scares you a little bit.
It does. They've got a really good offensive line. I was just telling the guys over here that it was one of the most efficient-looking drives I've seen in a long time in high school football. Very confident. I mean, they just walked up and like a pro team, we're going to get it, and they did. They kick it away. It's a short when we're going to take it on about the 15. Here we go. We've got a dog across the 25, 30. Still running. We got a dog to the 35 and the 40. Up near midfield, past midfield. We've got a dog. It looks like it's Braxton Shiflett maybe. And make that Michael Curry. Michael is run out of bounds on the Jefferson 33-yard line. And Kalen Finch made the run him out of bounds for Jefferson. So special teams, big, great run by Curry.
Our special teams really has been pretty good all year long.
Oh, they have. They've been really good. I mean, we've had big yardage.
And that's something we're not known for.
No, but we've got good return yardage this year. And Curry, he got a lot of that on his own. He busted a couple of tackles. We've got Shiflett to the right, Vollraff to the left. We're in the I. Beck under center. He puts Vollraff in motion from left to right. They're in a 4-3 defense. Jefferson, play action, rolling right. Got a man open. Hits Eppinger. Big first down, Eppinger. Gets 15, 16, 17, 18 yards all the way down to about the 12 or 13-yard line. Hit his fullback coming out, and making the stop for those guys is Kyle Mosley of Jefferson. Now you know why Jefferson wanted the rock first. Their foot speed on defense is not comparable to what they got on offense. I think they got their better unit on offense. This could be some points in this game tonight, folks. Let's put it that way. We'll see if we can score. We've got 2 receivers to the left. We got 1 to the right in the I with no tight. Back under center. We'll run Eads right up the middle. Big carry down to about the 8-yard line. And he picked up a good 6 yards right over the right side, and that sets up a 2nd down. Chris Jackson made the stop for Jefferson. We'll bring in number 11, Tash Van Dor, as one of the receivers. Vollraff will come out. Beck will get his call from Coach Osborne on the sideline. 4:56 to go in the first quarter. Jefferson leads Hart County. They had a 75-yard drive. Capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, and they lead 7-0. We've got a receiver left. We got one guy right in the I. We'll move that tight end over to the left side now, put him in motion. We'll run Stephon left side, looking for a block. Stiff arm to guy to the 5. Touchdown, Stephon Eads. As he scores from about 9 yards out, made a nice stiff arm, and then he leaped into the end zone. He was our player of the game last week, and I guess he wants to try to do it again this week. He got good blocking. That was a nice stiff arm that he laid out there, and it's a 7-6 lead. But Hart County, with an extra point, will have this thing knotted up. And that was a quick drive. Set it up with Michael Curry's electrifying kickoff return that got us down there way deep in Jefferson territory. That's why special teams so valuable to you. And we've got Wilder in for the point after attempt. Low snap. Van Dor's got to pick it up and throw it. He goes to the end zone. Nobody's down there. We had a guy trying to get there, so the extra point is no good, and that is what is driving Scroggs crazy. This one was not the kicker's fault. It was a low snap, and Tash couldn't pick it up. We do have a penalty marker on the field, so we missed the extra point. Let's see if it's against us or them, and that could determine if we get to kick again. It looks like it's on us. They're going to wave that one off because it was a muff kick. So It's 7-6. Jefferson leads by 1. Back in a moment with more Bulldog football.
And welcome back. 4.5 to go, and Hart County is on the scoreboard here in the first quarter as we missed the extra point, and we're down by 1, 7-6. Hope that don't come back to haunt us, that extra point, as you know it did in the Stevens County ball game, Mike. But a 34-yard drive set up by a great kickoff return.
Oh, yeah. And, when you get to extra points, that was not the kickoff. One, he never got to kick that one. That was the snapper's fault. Low snap, Tash couldn't get it up. That's the one area special teams now is killing us right now is extra points, and that's the most valuable part of your special teams. Got to make the extra points. Just like you mentioned Stevens' game now. We're down by 1, 7-6, so – you score the touchdown, but you put yourself behind the 8 ball when you do that, so we got to make up for it. But we got to stop this offense that just basically ran it at liberty against us the last time. Here comes Carpenter to boot this one away. This is an end-over-end kick. They're going to take it on the 13. Here they go, 20. We knock him down on about the 23-yard line. Darren Kraft getting down the special teams of the Bulldogs. Let's go to the sidelines to Bruce. Bruce, Michael Curry's big return set up a really easy touchdown drive.
You're right. Unofficially 50 yards on that kickoff return by Michael Curry. Again, that set us up nicely about the 33, 34-yard line, and they had a short drive. But the defense is right back on the field. They stayed on the field for 6 minutes earlier because Jefferson's drive went six minutes long. And this kind of offense just – wears and tears on the defense. Hopefully Hart County can make some stops and force them to punt on this possession.
Here comes the Bulldogs on defense in that 4-3 look. And I'm more than likely they're going to get back in the eye. They've got 2 receivers to the right in the eye. Jefferson. They'll run that running back 32 right up the gut, and he gets across the 25 near the 26-yard line. And 32, that was Drake and Sewell, I should say, a junior. Stephon Eads made the tackle, along with Dylan Mitchell.
I was going to say one thing we hadn't made mention of is I don't know what it is about the diamond. Of course, Franklin County went to the diamond. Of course, the old Stevens County diamond. Jefferson has a diamond on their helmet with a J in it, a blue diamond. So they've gone to the old Stevens County look.
I don't know why. 3:48 to go. We're down by 1, 7-6. That big fullback behind the quarterback. They put a man in motion receiver from left to right. They'll give it to that big loaded fullback, and he gets across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Guys, this guy's got some good leg drive. Boy, he touches it. It's an automatic 3-yard. Drew Teasley made the stop for the Bulldogs. Drew's out there. We had a lot of guys going both ways. I'm just trying to look, and I don't think Jefferson, to be honest, got that many guys going both ways. But, of course, we do. I don't know if we have. I would think that the only person that doesn't go both ways is probably Landon Beck. Do you think? I mean, really. I think he's the only one out there that doesn't go both ways. The other 10 do. One receiver left, one right. 3rd down and 3 in the eye. And we jump off sides again. He's really doing a good job of staggering his cadence, and he drew us off again, and it's coming from the tackles. Guys, all you got to do is just look at the ball. It's got to be snapped, and he's under center. Offsides, Hart County's 5-yarder. You know, one thing that I am kind of happy to see tonight is that Jefferson not one time has got in that stupid shotgun. They've been under center. And, I mean, you just think about this, guys. How many teams have you seen in the last couple of years that have gone this long without going to a shotgun? I mean, really.
Well,
I love under the center offense. I'm not a big fan of the spread and the shotgun, and they haven't done it yet.
Their 3rd down has been short yardage, so they really haven't had to.
I mean, I just kind of thinking about this. I mean, we haven't done a game in probably a year that a team has not at least got into a gun earlier. They're still in the eye. They're looking at 1st and 10 on the 36. They put a receiver in motion. They give it to 32. No, they flipped it out to that receiver that went in motion, 21. It was a wild pitch, but he got it with one hand, and that was 21, Cole Givens.
Good catch.
And Darren Kraft made the stop after a pickup of about 5 yards. Yeah, he made a nice one-hand grab. That quarterback laid that egg out there kind of wild. And
well, Matthew Boyle was almost getting to the quarterback, so the quarterback made a magician just to get the ball out of his hand and make the somewhat pass to the running back there.
Jefferson leads 7-6 over the Bulldogs with $1:53 to go in quarter number 1. They'll bring that number 24 receiver to the right, one receiver left. That quarterback under center winner, 4-3 look. He'll put him in the eye, that big fullback. They put a man in motion. He'll get in the backfield, that receiver. Quarterback kept it. He goes down, ball's on the ground, and Jefferson's lineman fell on it. Big old 53 fell on the rock. That's Kevin Selleck, a junior. Boy, they caught a big break. That time, Dylan Mitchell clobbered the quarterback. Quarterback was going to keep it. Little naked bootleg look, and he got stripped. And we knock it back. That's a loss, and it's going to put it on the 35-yard line. So make it 3rd down and almost 12.
6 on the play, 3rd down, 11 yards to go.
This is their first 3rd down? Okay. A long.
Well, no,
their first long
one, yeah.
Yeah, the long 3rd down. Now they get into the shotgun with 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and long. That quarterback is back, sets up a screen. Boy, did we overplay it. He's got a 1st down and more. He may go. He's got one guy to beat, and we knock him down on the bull. No, he's still running. The ball came loose. Did we recover?
We got it.
We got the ball back. Tristan Johnson stripped it out of his hands. And they're going to call roughing the passer on Hart County, Mr. Amos tells me. They threw a flag exactly where the quarterback threw it, and this one's going to come back on a roughing the passer. Wait and see. Let's see. They're going to get us for hitting the guy late. He set up a beautiful screen, and it was a huge gain for Jefferson, but this one I can almost guarantee you from where they threw that hat and that flag at, it's coming back because we hit that quarterback late. And I got 2 guys to my right that are telling me we hit him late. Nice strip down there by the Bulldogs to knock it out of that running back's hands. Or they're sitting down here on the doorsteps again. Let's get the call from the officials. They're going to say we hit him late. He threw a beautiful screenplay. We bit all over it. We were coming in with a blitz. Personal foul against Hart County. We roughed the passer. That's going to be an automatic 1st down, and they're going to move the sticks. And evidently, with that personal foul, I'm taking we probably hit him in the head, right? More than likely, we popped him in the hat. And, you know, with all of the concussions and stuff these days, I didn't see it, but boy, you get close to the helmet and make a hit like that. This is gigantic.
Why are they going all the way down the field?
They're going, I don't understand what this is.
Our coaches are going crazy.
They're moving the chains all the way down. Okay, what they're going to do is they're going to put it where he ended up at. I guess. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen this. You think they would mark it off from where the personal foul was.
Yeah.
And Scroggs is out there, and he wants to know what the heck is going on. And the referee's trying to explain to him, and, boy, now the fans are getting into it, and Scroggs gives him an earful. He should. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. They're moving the ball
all the way down the 21-yard line.
It looks to me like they declined it and take it where it is, but we recovered it, though. That's the problem. Because right where it is now is where we made the fumble recovery, which is on the 20-yard line of Hart County. Folks, you'll have to talk to somebody else. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with that. We roughed the passer, but they get the ball on our 20. That's where the play ended up at. They'll run 32 Carson left side. He'll get down to about the 16-yard line and make that Sewell running the ball.
Maybe Bruce can find out what the deal is.
Allen made the stop for the Bulldogs. But, yeah, this is where, guys, right where it ended up at. But the thing is, we recovered the ball unless they're saying that he was down when the ball come out. And then they must have declined it. But the referee never said decline penalty, did he?
Well, one of the referees give Hart County's possession, so no, why is that? We're going to take a timeout. We need one to sort this out. We'll take it. And welcome back as we start the second period. Jefferson leading by 1, 7-6. And a lot of discussion still. Bruce, what's going on down there?
Well, I asked one of the Hart County assistants and said that the officials placed it from where he fumbled the ball 15 yards beyond that. That's all I know. So
15 yards where he fumbled the football.
Well, that ain't right because they placed the ball. Well, it actually happened where the fumble was, so I'm totally lost. But I'm telling you, these guys aren't having a good night after that call. They might have made some good calls beforehand, but it's going downhill for them. Jefferson runs it left side, big 23 all the way down to our 4-yard line. And that is number 23, Chris Jackson, another running back they threw in there, tackled by Stephon Eads. The big thing for Hart County now is just forget about it. It's a done deal and now play some defense. It still looks like we're out there saying, what the heck, we don't like it, and we're getting pushed back. So just forget about it, water under the bridge. You got a 1st and goal now for Jefferson. And we may never know what that call was. I mean, I can't explain it to you folks because I don't understand it. I would have thought it would have been a personal foul from where it happened at, and then we recovered the fumble, so who knows. Anyway, they're looking at 1st and goal on our 4-yard line, and they're big up front, and they're mashing us right now. Quarterback's going to keep it. Does he get in? He got close. Boy, he's right on that line. It's going to be 2nd, and I mean, not even 2 inches. Right on the G down there at the goal line. You're looking at 2nd and goal, and you got 2nd down, 3rd down, and 4th down to do it. Chris Ayers from strong safety coming in to make the tackle. But their 2 guards in center, just killing us right now up front. And that's 77. Boy, he is a big drink of water at left guard. Their guards are bigger than the center, kind of like Franklin County was. Quarterback under center, gives it to that fullback. False start, that's going to back him up 5 yards. We caught a break on that one. Fullback would have had a 1st down, but the quarterback pulled out a little bit early. Guard kind of moved in fullback, so this is going to come back 5. And at least we're not so far in dead man's land. This is going to replay 2nd down, and they're going to back it up to about the 6-yard line.
He would have had a touchdown.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was an easy touchdown. So 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. So this, this is going to constitute kind of a new play call for Jefferson because they were looking at an easy touchdown, on that one. Fullback had it and he scored. They've got 2 receivers to the left. They're going to get into that I. We're on a 4-3 look with 10:30 to go in the first half. We're down by 1, 7-6. Now he's back in the shotgun. Just second time of the game at quarterback, Sheriffs. 1 receiver to the right, 2 left. They snap it over his head. He picked it up. We got a penalty marker down. Quarterback kept it. Loses it back to the 11-yard line. And then we have another one, and this is going to be a face mask on Hart County. There's going to be 2 penalties. Should be offsetting. Because I'm thinking they moved again on the snap, and then we face mask the quarterback. And personal foul on them. Well, they're calling it on them. But I think he meant us.
Well, the downside of that, it's going to be a replay of 2nd down.
Now they're going to mark he just pointed to Jefferson, but I think he meant us because personal foul against now us. Either he's got short arms or he doesn't extend it. He's almost like just doing his hands.
He's got short arms. He's a short guy.
Okay.
Still 2nd down.
7-6, half the distance. Okay, 2nd down. They put it on the 5. Quarterback keeper. He pushes. Big line pushes him. They almost pushed him into the end zone. I mean, they got 2 big monsters behind him just pushing the pile down to the goal line. So it's 3rd and goal from the goal line. I mean, right on it. You can sneeze. Well, now they back it up a tad, but it's right on that line. So you're still looking at 2 downs. 3rd and goal with 9:30 to go in the first half. 7-6. Jefferson leads by 1. They've got a receiver left. They've got 1 right. I don't know why, because they're going to run it, and everybody in the world knows they're going to run it. Hart County digs in. They're in that I, that big fullback. Quarterback kept it, and he got in. Touchdown, Jefferson. All he needed was literally 2 inches. He got about 2.5 inches. He got in. Sheriffs with the score. Bryant Sheriffs, their quarterback. He's only a sophomore. And with 9:08 to go in the half, they're up 13-6 on the Bulldogs, and we're awaiting the point after attempt. Well, that was really a wild drive. Ended up with them scoring. And, of course, the big run down there was by, I think it was 23, maybe Chris Jackson, who's had that run that got him setting inside the 10-yard line. Extra point attempt is up and right down the middle, and they lead 14-6 over the Bulldogs. Jefferson on top with 9:08 to go in the half. You're listening into Bulldog Football on WKLY.
And welcome back as we've got 9:08 to go here. We're live in Hartville, 14-6 here in the first half. Jefferson leading Hart County as they put together a 77-yard drive, and they lead it 14-6. And it's our turn. If you like defense, this is not a game for you, Mike.
No,
it's all offense.
Well, the Jefferson offense is a very proficient offense. I mean, they're moving it down the field. We had a chance, got them into a couple situations. I can tell you this much. They don't want to throw the football. And if we could ever make them throw it, we're going to be better off. That was a short little pooch
Onside
kick.
kick.
Landon Fleeman got it, so we got great field position here on the 45. Bruce, your buddies are having a rough time. The officials on that particular drive, they're getting booed quite a bit, but we got to put that behind us and focus our attention on Jefferson.
You're right, and we started good field position. They had that short kickoff, and we started at our own 45, so the last drive was 34 yards, and if we can potentially score on this, it'll be a 55-yard drive. 9:07 left to go here in the first half.
9:07, as Bruce mentioned, we're down by 8, 14-6 right now. Down by 8 points on these guys. Here we are in the eye. One receiver left, one right. Beck, play action, is going to scoot to the right, looking to go for a long one. Got a guy open. Incomplete. Good coverage down there. Just couldn't get it to him. Had an underneath guy, the tight end. I don't think he saw him. He threw into double coverage. Good throw. Just could not find the receiver. Second down and long from the 45. Kane Finch was back there covering for the Jefferson Dragons. Yeah, I don't think Jefferson wants to pass it. That I know. We got to get him into passing the football, but right now when you're running the ball this good, you ain't going to pass anytime soon. Not unless you have to. So that's what we're against, and they'll get even more conservative if we can't get it back. Beck is back. Play action. Got heat. Steps up all the time he wants. Got a guy wide open down there and just threw it to the sidelines. He had number 11, Van Dora, and he had him open, and he kind of thought, Tash got all tied up down there, didn't know where the ball was going. Then the wind, I think we had a little bit of a breeze. It just drifted way out of bounds. I mean, when the ball started coming down, he had no chance of making that catch. Problem on that, when he had good blocking, he rolled out and just had all day and should have probably made that throw a little bit quicker. Might have had him because Tash had his guy beat. Now you're looking at 3rd and long, and we really need some points. The big thing, we need to keep our defense over here and let them get some water at least. We set up a draw play, and, man, they took out the running back on the 39-yard line. A loss of 7 yards. Cunningham came in, and Chris Jackson came on a blitz. He's also that running back, and, man, he tattooed Cunningham the moment he put his hands on the ball. So, guys, those 2 passes, incomplete passes, then we run a draw play. We really need it, and we go 3 and out. And the bad thing about it is not that we need points as bad as to give the defense a rest. And now they got to go right back out there against this group of hogs from Jefferson. That's what I'm worried about.
And we don't need to go down by 2 touchdowns either.
And we've got a timeout. We'll take 1, 2. Bulldog football and WKLY.
Do you need a new vehicle but think you can't afford one? Come by Tri-County Chevrolet in Royston. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for up to 72 months on select new Chevrolets. That's interest-free payments for up to 6 years. Or if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, Tri-County Chevrolet has plenty of American and imports to choose from. They also guarantee credit approval. Visit Tri-County Chevrolet on Highway 29 in Royston or online at TriCountyChevy.com. Chevrolet, an American revolution.
Skelton Morris Associates has been insuring Northeast Georgia since 1912. The professionals at Skelton Morris Associates can assist you with insurance of all kinds. They offer life, health, disability, annuities, long-term care, personal homeowners, and auto insurance, all at competitive rates. So contact the professionals at Skelton Morris Associates for all your personal, commercial, and business insurance needs. They're located at 26 Chandler Center in Hartwell. Skelton Morris Associates, insurance since 1912. 706-376-8035.
And we're back. Low snap. Landon picks it up off the hop. Gets off a pretty darn good punt. Jefferson's going to call a fair catch. This one's going to go down there. Get on it, guys. We dive on it on the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Jefferson 1st and 10 on their own 1 or 2 yard line. Great play down there by Logan Fleeman. Great kick by Landon. Boy, we needed that one. On the sidelines to Bruce. Bruce, we went 3 and out, and the bad thing is our defense got to get right back out there and play again.
You're right. Seems like the most positive part of our team tonight has been the special teams. Michael Curry had the 50-yard kickoff return. And, of course, that great punt puts Jefferson pinned inside their own 5. So maybe them starting their own 5, maybe our defense can buckle down and stop them on 3 plays and out. Because, again, our defense don't need to stay on the field for a long time on this drive.
And, guys, Elbert County leading Oglethorpe 7-0 in the first half.
Oglethorpe's having a rough year. Elbert should win that one pretty easy tonight. And I don't know. We're going to see Elbert play in a few weeks, and we'll see how good they are. Jefferson's going to be in the eye. What are they down there on the 1 yard line, 2 yard line? They'll run that fullback right up the middle. Not much of a game.
Yeah, they started on their own one then.
Tackle made by Dylan Mitchell of the Bulldogs. And what we need down here is we don't need to be offsides, guys, and give them any gifts. I mean, there's a chance that if we can slow them up a little bit, let's see if we don't change their game plan, that maybe we can get them to punt the football, something they haven't had to do tonight. You thought about that? They've scored every time they've had to rock. Every time they've had it, they've scored. 14-6. They've got 2 receivers to their left. Here they go. They run that running back. He gets across the 5-6 yard line, it looks like. And it'll set up a 3rd down and short. Chris Ayers made the stop for the Bulldogs. 3rd and manageable, I guess. And Tyler who? What is that kid's name, Bob? I can't read. Tyler Floyd, okay. That's the guy that didn't have a number, and they gave him somebody else's number. And I just got the memo last week, okay, on that one. 7:03 to go in the half. It's 14-6. We're down. Well, we had a great punt. Downed on the 1 yard line. Here comes Jefferson, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. From the 7. In the eye. Quarterback's going to keep it, makes a pitch. We knocked it loose. We fell on it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hart County. The Dogs fell on it. Tristan Johnson. He batted it around. He got a hand on a late pitch by the quarterback, and then he fell on it. And Chris Ayers, is he the one that fell on it?
Chris Ayers scored.
Okay, Chris Ayers. Robert told me Tristan did, but Chris Ayers is the one who scored on it. So I guess Tristan made the strip or made the hit, and Ayers falls on it. Touchdown, Hart County. Defensively, the Dogs score. And let's see if we go for 2 here and try to even things up. We're down 14-12. And there's a timeout on the play. We'll take one, too, with Bulldog football back in a moment.
Is your heating and air conditioning system letting you down? If so, replace it with a new American Standard system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning of Hartwell. American Standard is rated as the most reliable brand on the market, and they offer maintenance agreements on their equipment. Now is also the best time to get your system inspected and serviced for its best performance. Johnson Heating and Air also offers solutions for indoor air quality. Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning of Hartwell, 706-376-7455.
And welcome back. What a dramatic way or unique way Hart County scores. Jefferson fumbled it in the end zone. Chris Ayers recovered it for the touchdown. And it looks like we're going to go for 2. And, I said it during a break a while ago. If we score, let's go for 2.
Oh, we have to. We're down by 2, 14-12. Extra point not going to do you a whole lot of good. Beck is back. He rolls right, goes to the end zone. Incomplete. Had Eppinger, he was going to score, and he dropped it. I mean, hit him in the arm, a little behind him, but he had it, and he was just looking to score and never secured it, so we missed the 2-point conversion. We're down by 2, but it's better than being down by 8, okay? 14-12, we're down with 6:40 to go in the first half, and we're going to, again, this quick series, we're going to put the defense right.
And welcome back. As Hart County, we get a defensive score, and that's probably our first defensive touchdown of the year. Chris Ayers recovered a touchdown, a fumble in the end zone, rather, for the touchdown. Point after a 2-point conversion is no good, and with 6:40 to go in the first half, it's Jefferson 14, Hart County 12. But we got points, Mike. We got points.
Well, it's better than being down by 8. On the flip side, the defense scored. That's great, but you got to put them right back out there. And hopefully this special teams unit, and remember that whole thing was set up by a great kick by Landon, and Fleeman got there and downed it on the 1. That set that whole thing up. Good kickoff by Carpenter. They take it on the 10. Here they go across the 20, and they're going to get that rock up on the 25-yard line. Austin Adams down on special teams. So now your defense got to get right back out there. It's not exactly cold tonight. I heard the referee tell them, when Bruce was mic'd up on the toss, that they were going to try to give him some water breaks every quarter, an extra water break because of the humidity and stuff. So you would know that today would be one of your warmer days, too. We've had some nice temperatures in the mornings this week, but usually here lately when it gets dark, we do see that temperature drop. Otherwise, beautiful night for football.
Well, I will tell you right now, it's very humid, even though it's about 10 after 8. This is comparable to the Franklin County humidity that we faced first week of the season.
They're in the shotgun formation with 3 receivers. They go underneath to that running back. He staggers up to the 30-yard line, and that was Stephon Eads making the tackle as they picked up about 4 yards on that carry. And I think that was 23 on the carry for those guys. Chris Jackson, who's a senior running back. They've got 3 running backs they're running in at tail. Nathan Carson, Draquin Sewell, and then they're running that number 23, Chris Jackson. So they've got 3 tailbacks that they can run in there. They're going to go back in the gun. Bryant Sheriffs is the quarterback. 6 minutes to go. Now they get in the eye. They'll give it to the running back up the middle. He stutter steps to the right side, leans in and picks up a bunch of yards. Just going to bring up 3rd and 1. Stephon Eads on the carry. A long one, a short 2. How about that? Sets up a man. And that's the thing about their offense, guys. Nothing long. Only one time they've had a long 3rd down tonight. And that's what you want to do in football. You want to keep it 3rd and short, and it gives you a big variety of plays you can call. That's our problem tonight. We're looking at 3rd and long all the time. They're looking at 3rd and short. 3rd down and really about a buck and a half to go with 5:20 in the half. They're in the eye. The quarterback hands off. 1st down, Jefferson guy leapfrogged over us and got up to the 44-yard line. He needed 1 or 2, and he got about 6. Tyler Floyd made the stop for the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jefferson, and they just got a big offensive line. To give you an idea, Franklin had guards that were bigger than their tackles, and this is sort of the way Jefferson is. They're not as big as Franklin, but, boy, they're darn close. And their 2 guards are mammoth. They're bigger than the tackles, who are big too, and that's why they're just killing our tackles right now. 1 running back, that fullback behind. They give it to the fullback. Belly dive. He's still running, dragging people, dragging us down to the 43-yard line of Hart County. Guys, you're not going to shirt tackle a 250-pound running back, and that's what he weighs. John Vollraff made the stop as John went along for that train ride. And we tend to have problems, and the problem that we got with this offense of Jefferson, you got 2 monster guards, a big old center, and a fullback that weighs the side of it looks like a bus coming in. And they're just running that belly dive at you, and they're killing you right at the gut. We'll have to give those tackles a lot of help tonight. 1st and 10. They're on our 43 in the gun. They give it to that big running back again. He lumbers down. We still can't get him down. Finally, on the 30-yard line of Hart County, he needed 10, and he got 14. Chris Ayers made the play for the Bulldogs. And with Chris Ayers, that's about like a Pinto trying to stop a big freight train. I mean, it's little guy versus big guy.
And how did he get so wide open, Mike?
He came out of it. Now, he's quick. I mean, he reminds you of a guy we had years ago, except he's bigger than Josh Thornton, but he kind of runs like Josh. He gets in that hole before you can bat your eye, and all of a sudden he's got 5-10 yards on you. They'll run right up in the gut again. Big 23 breaks a couple of tackles down to our 17-yard line. And again, everything is coming right up the gut. Their guards are killing us right now. Quentin Simpson made the stop for the Bulldogs. But just imagine at home, you got a couple of 280-pound guards with a 260-pound center, and it don't matter what your tackles do. They're running everything right in that little space. They give it to him again right over the right guard, and he picks up 3 yards on the right side with his forward progress. Drew Teasley made the stop for the Bulldogs. And so Diva's going to have to bring in a lot of tackles tonight to give these guys, because they're getting hammered. Because right now, the linebackers, even if they get into the picture, the center's taking them out. I mean, those 3 guys are doing a job on us, blocking right up in the gut right now. And we've had problems over the years when we have 2 guards that can hit that way in a center. I'm almost wishing their tackles were better than their guards, to be honest. There's a timeout. We'll take one, too, with Bulldog.
And welcome back. 3:25 to go in the half, and here's an interesting stat. It's 14-12. Jefferson leads. We've got 12 points, Jefferson 14, but we've only got 34 yards of offense here in the first half.
Well, you know, that was the way it was. Was it last week? We didn't have a lot of total yardage.
We haven't had really the ball but twice offensively.
Boy, our defense is just worn down, and again, these big old hogs, the 2 guards in the center. We need those guys to take a break. 2nd down and 8. Quarterback's going to give it to the fullback, and thank goodness he fell down. Actually, we got a break on that one as that big guy fell down. Deontay Allen going to get credit for the tackle, but the grass, that's a loss of 1 on that play. So 3rd and long for Jefferson, and they're down here on the, Bulldog 16-yard line, it looks like. Something like that with 3:03 to go in the first half, and we will get the rock to begin the second half.
This is only the second time tonight that Jefferson's been 3rd and long, got 3rd and 9. They were 3rd and 11 at one time.
2 receivers right, 2 left. They're in the gun, got that big fullback beside Sheriffs. He steps up, he throws. Got a guy, dropped it. Got a big break, had a guy open. It would have been a first down, and he dropped it just like we dropped it on the conversion. Stephon Eads was covering. So here comes their place kicker out, and they're going to probably try a long field goal. And it's going to be about a 34-yard, 30, let's see, yeah, it's going to be a 30. Let's see where he puts his tee down. And it'll be a 34-yard field goal attempt. He's from the right hash mark, right-footed kicker. They lead us 14-12. Finally, they stall out on a drive, and they're going to attempt about a 34-yard field goal. 33-yard, excuse me. It's up. It looks good, and it is. It was good by a long ways. They got a good kicker. They lead now 17-12. They've got a 5-point lead with 2:43 to go in the half, and we'll be back in a moment.
3 to go in the first half, and Jefferson stretches their lead out 17-12. Bruce, field goal for Jefferson.
Yeah, our defense buckled down. Of course, Jefferson, what helped us the most with that drive is that running back slipped down on that second down play, called it 3rd and long, and, of course, their receiver dropped the pass. So we got luck on our side on that last drive.
We'll take anything we can get.
17-12. Watch out for the little onside. They're going to kick it. This one's a long one. Well, not real long. We take it on the 15. We got a dog, Curry. 25, Curry. Stutter stepping. They pull him out of bounds. That looked like that was close to being a face mask, but evidently didn't grab it. We kind of thought he might have. Run him out on the 28-yard line, maybe? Yeah, 28, 29-yard line. Jason Demos made the stop for Jefferson with 2:37 to go in the half. We're down by 5, 17-12.
And we've got 2 timeouts, too, to utilize.
Well, the big thing we got to do is just get settled down, and if we're going to throw it, find somebody open. I mean, that last drive, we really squandered 2 good downs on passing the ball incomplete. Then we ran, which we really set ourselves up for failure on that one. So we need to establish maybe the run. We're in the shotgun, we're not, but we really haven't settled in and tried to run it tonight. Now we do. Quarterback keeper, and he got about 1 yard on that play, or maybe 2. And that was, who made the stop? Kevin Selleck. Any kid to Tom Selleck, I wonder. 2:24 to go in the half. We're down by 5.
This next play is called Superman. Whatever this play is called Superman.
Okay, Bruce said this is Superman play, Mr. Amos. Okay, let's see what Superman is. It's on the 31-yard line. Well, we made the grab. I'll call it Superman.
Yeah, we're still running.
We make the grab, and we're up to the 47-yard line, and I think that was Quint Simpson. Was that Quint that made the grab, number 8? And let's see, Wesley Simonton made the stop, and we got a guy I think these 2 guys got connected. Simonton was connected to Quint. Braxton Shiflett was over there too. He goes far left. We got Eads in a slot to the left. We got Bryant. We move him out the tight end to the right. We've got Vollraff to the right. We got one running back, which is Eppinger beside Beck with a $1:53 to go. Beck throws a quick one to Vollraff. 45. John gets out of bounds down on the 40-yard line. That's a first down for the Bulldogs as Andre Daniel made the stop for Jefferson. Nice grab, nice throw and grab. And John gets it down to the 41-yard line. That'll move the chains. It's on the 41 of Jefferson. We're down by 5. Well, it would really be nice to get a touchdown before the half ends, and then we know we're going to get the rock to begin the third quarter. That would be a really early Christmas. That may be too much to ask, but that would be nice. 2 receivers. That would be Shiflett and Vollraff to the left. We'll bring Brian out here to the right. We're going to run it to the right side. Stephon, 35. Stephon, run over a guy at the 30-yard line. And that'll be another first down for the Bulldogs. It should be. Tackled by Andre Daniel. Andre put his head down. That was almost a head-to-head hit. And that's going to set up, is that going to be second down and close, or is that a first down? It looks like it
should be a first down.
They're going to measure right here on the sidelines.
Yeah. $1:40 to go in the half. Hart County down by 5.
The ball's on the 31.
So, Bruce, you're right down there with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, 2 things Stephon did. Of course, you get the first down, automatically stops the clock, but he stepped out of bounds anyway, so the clock automatically stops. Time is the issue right now for Hart County, 1:40 left. So they're bringing the chains across the field, and they're going to measure.
And this has been our most impressive drive.
It is, and we're doing good clock management right now. We're getting out of bounds.
First down.
We're picking up the first downs, and like Bruce said, we're getting out of bounds, and thus the clock cannot start till it's snapped.
1:40 to go in the half. We're down by 5, 17-12. Jefferson leads us.
Just got to keep it going.
They've got this mammoth offensive line. We finally got them to make a few mistakes and slip and fall and really helped us out. And now we've got to take advantage of good position here. We're down here on the 31-yard line. We really need to score.
And one thing we cannot afford to have is a quarterback sack.
Yeah, we can't afford that. We need to score 6 because we're going to get the rock to begin the third quarter, and that's huge. I mean, you go in with a 6-7 point lead maybe, and then get the ball again to begin the second half. Stefan right side, big opening. Down to the 20, 15, got knocked down on the 11-yard line. Another first down for Stefan Aids, running really nice. Chris Jackson made the stop. Jefferson, they're just not really that fast on defense, and it shows on this one. And this is something really we should have been doing the whole night, to be honest, running to that right side. Big 75s over there making some nice blocks for the Bulldogs.
Got Superman on the way.
Superman, that's back, and that wasn't so Superman. That one got no gain on it. I think he might have wanted to throw it. Dylan Simmons made the stop. So it sets up a second down with $1:21 to go in the first half.
Well, he got 3 on it. So.
Evidently, that Superman before wasn't that a pass, so I think he must have wanted to pass, and it just didn't see what he liked. Right now, the Superman play is handed to 34. Let him toe to Mel right now and get a score because that's pretty much what he's doing. Eppinger is the up back. Vollraff and Shiflett to the far left. Give it to 34. He's got it. He bounces off a guy or two, and now they all get him. I guess I'm old-fashioned.
We may take a timeout here.
Tackle made by Kevin Selleck. And we do take a timeout. We'll take one, too. Bulldog football and WKLY.
This is Kelly Finger, financial advisor with First Citizen Securities, inviting you to come in for a retirement account review. Inflation, fluctuating interest rates, and a volatile market can all put a damper on your retirement. Let us run a complimentary review of your personal situation to make sure you are headed in the right direction. Products and services offered by First Citizen Securities Corporation are not insured or guaranteed by the FDIC or any other agency of the United States, are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or any affiliate of the bank or First Citizen Securities.
And back at Hart County High School, minute 13 to go here in the first half, 17-12, and Jefferson with a lead. Hart County, we're faced with a third down and 5. Mike, we can actually get a first down. We'll call it, the 1-yard line on Jefferson's 1. So the big play here for the Bulldogs, third down. Mike, what will we do?
Well, anybody remember John McKay, coach of USC many years ago, Tampa Bay Buccaneers? They asked him one time, why do you keep giving it to that running back? And he said, well, my daddy told me if you got a big gun, use it. I mean, I guess I'm old-fashioned. A 34 can't be brought down too easy. Give it to him. He ain't out there right now. But I'd run him until he said, Coach, I'm tired. Don't run me no more. Because he's running really strong right now. And anytime you've got a strong tailback, give him the rock, man. They feed off that. We're 3rd and 5. We'll go that little end-around play. And, boy, do they make us pay for it. No, we slip loose. That's Curry. But then they make us pay for it big time on the 8-yard line. We're going to lose 2 yards in that play. Give Michael credit. They had him run down on about the 12-yard line. We ran an end-around play. And, boy, when you get on this kind of field position, Chris Jackson made the play. It is really tough to go horizontal like that and try to get yardage. And we've got a timeout by Hart County. We'll take one, too. Bulldog football, stay tuned.
September always marks the beginning of a new football season. It also means more savings at Big M Ace Hardware in Hartville. Hey, get a portable fire pit now just $29.99. Also, Ace is your headquarters for Ace Royal Paints, Valspar Paints, and Cabot Stains. You deer hunters stop in and get 50-pound bag of deer corn just $7.99. And check out their Carhartt camo clothing and Georgia boots. Great prices, friendly folks at Big M Ace Hardware. Located behind the post office in Hartville, Big M Ace Hardware.
And welcome back. 57 seconds to go in the half, and we're faced with a 4th down. We've had trouble with field goals, and we're going to go for it. And it's 17-12, Jefferson on top. Could be the play of the game right here, folks.
Oh, yeah. Eppinger is going to be back with Beck. We've got one receiver to the left, and that would be Shiflett. 2 to the right, with 3. The guy in the slot would be Eads. Johns to the outside. 4th down, Beck rolls right, got pressure, goes across the middle, incomplete. 2 guys were crossing, Brandon Bryant and Shiflett, and I don't know who it was meant for, but they both looked up like, what are you doing here? It was almost a crisscross pattern, and I'm just thinking maybe somebody either ran the wrong route. They were awfully close together.
Man.
And one guy was covering, but the pass was off and it got deflected. So we squandered the 4th down attempt. We couldn't get points down here, and what really hurt on that play, guys, when we went with that end-around play, and it's just tough to run that kind of play when you get inside the red zone, especially inside the 10. That kind of killed us because they almost made us put us back even further, but they just really took us out, and we couldn't kick a field goal. It's really too far for that. So we will get to rock to begin the 3rd quarter, 53 seconds to go, and I wouldn't expect Jefferson to do much here, to be honest. Knowing T over the years, I would think he's just going to eat it up right here, go to the house with a lead. And the quarterback's going to kneel down. Yes, he will. And that's usually his style. And it only took a second off the clock. But he's thinking, man, we got this lead, 5-point lead. Let's go to the house and talk about it and regroup and get these big boys something to eat and drink over there because they've been their bread and butter. For us, we're going to need to come out in that second half and really have a drive like we had the drive before this. Well, actually, this was our best drive, I guess. But, just settle down and play good football and take advantage of some of the mismatches. And I'm sure the coaches on both sides will make a few adjustments. And it could be worse. We're down by 5, but we were down by 8 just a little bit ago. Jefferson here all bunched in. Looks like they're going to take a knee again. They're going to milk this clock down. Quarterback. He'll take the snap, puts his knee down. 30 seconds, and that's pretty much, I don't think they're going to have to run another play, and it's going to be halftime, and they got a 5-point lead. We got a dandy brewing here. I think you said was a 6-minute drive.
Right.
So we got to keep them from doing that. Biggest thing is give our defense a little bit of a break as much as we possibly can because they got to be tired. We're up. We're down by 5. Wish we were up. We're down by 5. Good ball game from Herndon Stadium. Not a bad crowd eventually for Jefferson. As I look across the way, not too bad. Good crowd of Hart County Bulldog fans tonight. And Jefferson will kick it away. And for the Hart County Bulldogs, we've got 3 guys back deep to receive this kickoff of the second half from Herndon Stadium. Here comes Jefferson to boot it away. High and short. We're going to take it on about the 18-yard line. Looks like Shiflett. He'll cut it back inside. Nice lane for Braxton. He gets it up to what looks to be about the 44-yard line. So another great return. Chris Jackson runs him down. But special teams can't say nothing but praise on return yardage tonight. All season, every game we played, we've had good returns on kickoffs especially. So here comes the Dogs. We'll have the rock 1st and 10 on our own 44-yard line. Just underway here in half number 2, the 3rd quarter. We're down by 5. Got a dandy brewing here from Herndon Stadium. Eppinger and Eads are the deep setbacks in the eye. 2 receivers up real close to the line. Vollrath and Shiflett back under center. Looks at a 4-3 front. We run Eads right side. Stiff arms a guy. Got tripled by the ankles. He's down to the 49 of Jefferson. Going to set up a 2nd down and 2. Jason Demons made the stop for Jefferson. Again, nice run by Stephon Eads, who is just running really strong. He did last week. He's run that way every game. He's one of these guys that kind of hated the fact that he's having to go both ways. And if you could just keep him on one side of the ball like on offense, you're talking about a guy with a whole bunch of thousands of yards. But you got to give him a break. We'll flip it back to Tyreek. It's left side. He tries to scoot out there. Got a 1st down. Had a guy hanging on, but he made the 1st down. Tyreek is Cunningham. So the Dogs have the ball on their territory. Chris Jackson made the stop for Jefferson. 11:05 to go in quarter number 3. Move the sticks. We got a 1st down as the Dogs are looking at 1st and 10 on the 45 of the Jefferson Dragons. 11:01 to go in quarter number 3. We're in the eye. Tyreek is the deep setback. Eppinger the fullback. 2 receivers up close to the line. Play action. Beck going to roll right. Sets up a screen play. No good. Incomplete. Tried to hit the fullback who came out of the backfield, came down the line. Kevin Selleck was covering. It sets up a 2nd down and 10. Little play action bootleg on that one, and just didn't quite get the throw there. Pretty good coverage by Selleck on Eppinger. 2nd down and 10 from the 45 of Jefferson. In the eye, Cunningham is the deep setback, Eppinger the fullback. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4-3 look for Jefferson. Beck going to hand off. Tyrekus, right side, got a good block or two. Put his head down and got shoved down on the 42. Sets up a 3rd and long. Chris Jackson brought him down pretty hard. And that sets up a 3rd down and about 6. 3rd and 6, I'll say, with 10:29 to go in quarter number 3. 12 we got, 17 they got. We're down by 5, and we really need to score on this drive. It would be nice. Get back on the lead. Again, you don't want to be down and watch Jefferson just suffocate you with those big hogs up front and just eat the clock up. We're in the shotgun. We've got twin receivers right, twins to the left, Eppinger beside Beck. Beck is back. They got pressure. He steps up. He throws, got a man open, 1st down. Number 23, Cunningham. Somehow he slipped out of the backfield and got wide open. He's down to the 21-yard line of Jefferson. Okay, so the Dogs now, we're cooking. Derek Perkins got him down. Nice catch, nice throw. And we're driving. We're on the 21-yard line of Jefferson. We got 2 receivers way over there to the left. We bring 1 guy to the right, and that's your tight end. In the eye. Beck going to hand off to Tyrekus. Got tripped, lunged into the 20. A gain of 1 on the play for Jefferson. Zach Allen, senior, made the stop, the shoestring tackle. 2nd down and 9 from the 20. Eppinger will come out of the game. Let's see what we run. Herndon Stadium rocking tonight. We bring in Mitchell, the defensive lineman. He is the fullback, set up like an H-back. Tyrekus is behind the quarterback. 2 left receivers, 2 right receivers. Cunningham got it, tries to squirt out of there, going to set up a 3rd and long. Picked up 2 yards. Zach Allen got him down. 8:53 to go in quarter number 3. 17-12, Jefferson. Beck gets the play call from the sidelines. Cunningham will stay in there. Jefferson's going to take 34 out and bring in 23. They got a lot of guys going both ways now that I notice it, probably more than I thought at the beginning, so they're probably tired too. In the shotgun, Beck going to keep it himself, and he's going to get knocked down way short of the 1st down. He picked up maybe 2-3 yards at the most. They were looking at 8 for a 1st down. Chris Jackson got him down, sets up a 4th down, and still about 5. So we're looking at 4th and 5. And what do? Here comes Vollraff with the play. More than likely we're going to go for it with 8:08 and counting here in quarter number 3. We're going for it. 4th down and 5. The ball is on what, Bob, about the 17-yard line maybe? 16 or 17-yard line. We got to go 5 yards. 2 receivers to the left, which is Cunningham and Shiflett. Will bring Vollraff by himself down here to the right side. In the shotgun. Steps up and throws inside slant to John. He caught it. Should be a 1st down. Quick inside slant. They played off of him. John put a good move on him. Derek Perkins made the stop, but a nice grab by John Vollraff. And he had to throw that one on a rope. He did. 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Well, Mike, John has proven early part of this season he's the most sure-handed receiver.
You're right, boy. He has good hands, and that was a nice route he just ran.
In fact, 2 weeks ago, he led the team in receiving.
John to the left along with Shiflett. We bring Bryant down to the right side. We'll give it to that workhorse. Eads in the middle, put his head down and got down to about the 6-yard line. Jason Demas made the stop for Jefferson. Now you got big 34 back in the game, been able to give him a break on this series. And you got to, because he's going both ways. We've learned if he's not in there at linebacker, we're dead meat pretty much. I mean, he's one of these guys you have to play him both ways. If you don't, you're shortchanging yourself. Now we're going to take Eads, put him over there as a slot receiver. Mitchell is the fullback. He's going to be beside Beck. We're trying to get him in the right place. 2 receivers to the right, one of which is Vollraff. Going to throw a quick one. Screen to Vollraff. Caught it on the 10 to the 5 down near the 3-yard line. Going to mark him on about the 3-yard line. And Zach Allen was covering. Boy, John was quick. Once he made that grab, he pulled it in and got in a hurry down to the 2-yard line. So 3rd and goal from the 2 with 6:17. And boy, you gotta score down here. Forget field goal. You want to get up on these guys. At least by 1 point, maybe 2. We're down by 5. 3 receivers. Vollraff, Bryant, and Mitchell are over there on the left. Shiflett to the short side. Stefan is in the backfield with Beck. Beck's going to keep it. He's going to run right. Beck, touchdown! The quarterback keeper. He got good blocking from those 2 receivers over there, and we get in from 2 yards out. Landon Beck, the senior quarterback, he runs it in, and the Dogs now lead 18-17. You got to go for 2.
Yeah, our head coach, Coach Scroggs, said offense stay out there. We're going for 2.
Might as well got to. We went for 2 earlier, didn't make it. We've had a botched up extra point attempt, so that's been our Achilles heel tonight. And good chance here. You got to, because it puts you up by 3. It's 18-17, and we got a timeout called by Hart County. We'll take 1-2 Bulldog football back in a moment.
This is Kelly Finger, financial advisor with First Citizen Securities, inviting you to come in for a retirement account review. Inflation, fluctuating interest rates, and a volatile market can all put a damper on your retirement. Let us run a complimentary review of your personal situation to make sure you are headed in the right direction. Products and services offered by First Citizen Securities Corporation are not insured or guaranteed by the FDIC or any other agency of the United States, are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or any affiliate of the bank or First Citizen Securities.
Everybody, Bulldog football, want to remind you, check out Hart County Farm Bureau's new service, the Farm Bureau Bank, specializing in used car and equipment loans, 706-376-3121 for more info. And see our friends Brian, Joey Lynn, Mike, Jonathan, Russ, and Jeff, all the good folks at Hart County Farm Bureau. Remember, at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we'll be selecting your Farm Bureau player of the game. 18-17, we lead by 1. We're going to go for 2 after the Landon Beck touchdown, and we'll see what they've drawn up over here. They took a timeout. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Same formation we just scored on with Stefan beside Landon. Landon's going to keep it. Flipped it back to Stefan. Good. 2-point conversion from number 34, Stefan Eads, and the Dogs now lead by a score of 20-17. So 20-17.
We'll just take a timeout here.
Okay, folks, we'll be back in a moment. You're listening into Bulldog football. Stay tuned.
You won't believe the September savings.
WKLY, Hart County Bulldog football. Mike Atkins, Bob Amos, Bruce Six. 20-17. Hart County leads 2-yard run by the quarterback, Landon Beck. Stefan Eads converts on the 2-point conversion, and we're up 20-17 on these guys. And let's see if it changes the complexion of this game. We lead. Finally, we got the lead with 5:49 to go in quarter number 3, and we're going to boot this one away. Big Jonathan Carpenter. Jefferson's got 3 guys deep. Excuse me, on about their own 10-yard line. The old straight-ahead hobnail boot kicker there, as Larry Munson would say. Got that square-toed boot. This one's a wobbly one. They're going to take it on the 10. Here comes Jefferson across the 15-20. Good return. He's still running up near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him on the 30. Here comes Jefferson, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Well, Bruce, we get in from 2 yards out with Beck and made a very key 2-point conversion.
Yeah, let's go back to the special team play on the kickoff return. We run it to the 44-yard line, just had to go 56 yards on the drive. So our special team has been the MVP tonight. First time I've seen the option probably this year. I haven't seen Hart County run an option. We don't have an option play on that 2-point play as Beck flipped an option play to Eads for the easy 2-point play. So good call there by Ben Osborne and his offensive staff for Hart County.
2 receivers left for Jefferson in the eye. On their own 30-yard line. They'll run right in the middle. He got about a yard. And Deontay Allen made the stop on that fullback. Sets up a 2nd down and 9 for Jefferson. 5:30 to go in quarter number 3. We finally got a lead, 20-17. And a really good football game. We had Union County last week, but this is our first big test in Region 8 AA, and it's a sub-region game too. with these Jefferson Dragons. And it don't get no easier because we got North Oconee coming to town next week. Homecoming, by the way. One receiver left, one right. In the eye. They'll shift at the last moment into the eye. They run it right side. We wrapped him up. Boy, our defense is energized now. A loss of 2. Tackled by Chris Ayers, who's scored a touchdown tonight as he fell on a ball that was fumbled. And that's a loss of 2 yards. Sets up a 3rd down and 10, basically. They're going to put the ball in the 29. We're going to call it 3rd down and 11. They've went back a yard on that play. So 3rd and 11 with 4:40 to go in quarter number 3. Here comes Jefferson. One receiver left. Make that 3 left and 1 right. Shotgun formation. Let's see if they can throw it. 4:24 to go in the game in the 3rd. Sheriff got time, sets up a screen play to that running back. We had a hand on him. We lost him. 1st down, and he got more. He runs out of bounds up on the 45-yard line. This one may be coming back. There's a penalty marker, John Vollraff, on the stop. With 4:12 to go. We'll see what that penalty marker is, Mr. Amos. It's going to be on Jefferson. Okay. Looks like it was a hold or blocking in the back or something.
There's a block in the back.
4:12 to go in quarter number 3. We're going to bring in big 63 Drew Teasley coming in at tackle. Holding on Jefferson. Boy, that's a big one. That was a 1st down for Jefferson. I mean, that got him out of a hole, and this one's going to put him in not a huge hole because from where it happened at, they back it up, and it's actually going to be on about the 27-yard line. So they're looking at 3rd down and 12. So they only went back a yard, really, from where that play started. They're going to stay in the shotgun, it looks like. That big fullback, he's a short, but he's big. He's beside the quarterback. 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. When that zone look, they want to throw. We got pressure. He's going to go deep. He's got a man open and almost hit him with the ball. Kid got caught up. I think the ball was in the lights. Number 32, the running back, he got open. He had a step behind Chris Ayers and the other corner and the cornerback, but I don't know what happened. He just looked up and he just lost it. And this will be the first punt of the game for Jefferson. 20-17 is a score that you don't really associate with, hey, they've never had to punt, you know. But this is their first punt of the night. So let's see. He should be kind of rusty at it, you know. He hasn't done this since pregame warm-ups. We take a bad snap or something. It's a good snap. He runs and kicks it rugby style. It's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get really good field position. Let's see where they mark it at. It's going to be way back upfield, I think. He's still marking it. The official, he's on marking on the 43-yard line of Hart County. So here comes the Dogs, 1st and 10 on our own 43-yard line. Against special teams, we have, besides the missed extra points and stuff, I mean, otherwise we've done an excellent job tonight on the kickoff return, punts, and everything. We've had good field position. We've got a timeout, it looks like, maybe. I think they're calling a water break. We'll take a 30-second timeout, too, on that timeout. Bob Amos thinks that we actually called the timeout. I thought it was just a water break. Whatever. It's a stop in the action. 20-17, Hart County leads with 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Stevens County, they're pounding West Hall 38-7 in the 3rd. And that's up at the reservation tonight in Toccoa. They've been on a winning streak since they got us, haven't they? They won last week, come from behind, beat Oconee. Now they're walloping West Hall tonight. We're going to flip it back. Here comes Tyrekus, and he got hit in the backfield. Loss of 1, maybe 2 on that play. They're going to mark it on the 42-yard line, a loss of 1. Jason Demas made the stop. Kind of unusual tonight. Tyrekus, I would think, probably maybe is more elusive runner than Stefan. But yet we haven't been able to get him on track tonight. They've been back on him. I mean, as soon as he carries, they've got guys in the backfield, which is kind of unique. It's like they're laying back on number 34. They're letting him get ahead of steam, and I would think it would be almost the opposite if you're playing defense. We're in the shotgun, 2nd and 11. Beck looks, throws. Got a man open, made the grab, ball come loose. Jefferson recovered, but they're going to rule it incomplete. And, again, we dodged a major bullet because he might have had a foot or 2 down. incomplete pass, and, buddy, I'll take that any day of the week because that could have easily been a fumble. Tristan Johnson, they said Tristan didn't have both feet down or 1 foot down, and he evidently didn't have possession of the ball. Had he had possession, we would have lost it right there because Jefferson recovered. So, again, as Eric Russell always said in his lifetime, and I heard Bobby Bowden say this week, you got to have luck when you win, and we've had some luck tonight. And we've had some go against us, too. 3rd and 11, and I mean a long 11. And we've got Eppinger beside Beck. Eppinger comes out, and they go to him. Beck, all the time in the world to throw. Got a man wide open. John Vollraff got a first down, and I know it's him with those high-top white socks down to the 40-yard line. Andre Daniel made the stop, and boy, did they let John get wide open over there, and Beck had all day to throw. I tell you one thing about Landon Beck. He had better absolutely be bragging on his offensive line this coming week because they're busting their hump. They're doing a heck of a job on pass blocking tonight. Guys, I haven't seen him under duress any in this game. It may change by me saying that, but his O-line, they've done a number tonight. They've done a great job blocking, pass blocking. We'll run. Big Stefan to the right side. He got tripped up, but still got down to the 31-yard line. And, again, it's kind of weird. Derek Perkins made the stop. Again, when 34 is in the game, it's like they lay back. Yeah, he's going outside, and he's really turning up quickly. And I don't know if Tyreek is maybe just kind of scatting around a little bit too much, but it's like they got more guys coming in on blitzes to get him. And to me, if I'm out there, I'm thinking, man, you better slow 34 up before he gets to that line because that was really, he got tripped up 4 yards before where that ball's placed at. I mean, he lunged, and he's looking at 2nd down and 1 right now. Give it to him again, right side. He has the first down and more. Rumbling through people down at the 21-yard line. And Jason Demas went along with the ride. Again, if you didn't have to go, both ways with him, you're talking about an absolute nightmare for defenses. But you have to give him a break. You have to. But in the past couple of weeks, the more carries he gets, boy, the stronger he gets. And I think their big key for us, if they can find any help on the defensive side at linebacker, to give him a few more breaks on that side of the ball and get him a little bit more over here and put them both in the backfield, right? Oh, Eppinger, big run. Wesley may go. He's rumbling over people down inside of the 10-yard line. He'll be down near the goal line. Eppinger, nice run. Kyle Mosley went along for the ride. That was a joyful ride, wasn't it? He drug a couple of guys on the 4-yard line. Eppinger, he's a whole lot quicker than you think. He's a fullback, but he is a fast fullback. Eppinger's one of these tall, slender fullbacks, you know. You think he's not a fullback, and he is. Here comes Eads in the game, big number 34. Well, there's something about that number, isn't it? Something about that number. You know, folks, what I'm thinking about. I am not going to say that he is Herschel, but, boy, when you wear 34, you better be powerful is all I got to say. Because that number, we've had a legend to wear that one. Here comes that legend, 34, touchdown. He rumbled in there. He just knocked people out of the way. Like I said, you put on 34, you got to run strong. Eads is having another great game.
There's a flag been thrown.
Flag has been thrown. As Bruce mentioned, let's see what it's on, who it's on. It's against Jefferson, we think. If it is, we got a 26-17 lead. Great blocking, again, that offensive line. That group has done a marvelous job tonight. And they're going to get a chop block on us. Okay. Well, besides the chop block, we've done a marvelous job. And let's see, that is our first, is that our first offense? They're going to take the touchdown off? Well, the scoreboard hadn't changed. I'm sure they're going to take the touchdown off. They'd have to if it's a chop block.
Yeah, that would be a 15-yard penalty.
But that is our first penalty, right, of any of offensive line-wise, I think. Chop block on us. So take the touchdown off the scoreboard. That'll get a bunch of boos. And that is a terrible, I mean, Lord, it moves it back to the 19-yard line.
Well, it must have occurred on the 4-yard line, so they brought it back full 15 yards.
Well, you know what I say about chop blocks. It happens every play, just like a block in the back on special teams. If you want to call it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to, because it happens. You can't play offensive line and not do a little chopping. You got to go low. You're down on the goal line. You got to go low, and it happens. And we have to call another timeout. So Hart County leads 20-17, even though the scoreboard hasn't changed. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Bulldog football. Stay tuned. And we'll be back in a moment, folks, with more Bulldog football. Stay tuned.
For breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a quick snack in between, go to the Dairy Queen of Hartwell. Start your day off with a breakfast biscuit or try their regular breakfast with 2 eggs and your choice of ham, grits, hash browns, and more. For lunch or dinner, enjoy their delicious Angus beef grilled burgers, along with their ever-popular soft serve and other cool treats. Plus, for a limited time, get a quarter-pound grill burger with cheese, french fries, and a mini blizzard for only $4.99. It's all at the Dairy Queen Brazier on East Franklin Street in Hartwell.
And, folks, we're back. 1:07 to go in quarter number 3. We lead 20-17. We had a touchdown brought back because of a chop block. I want to remind folks, WKLY Ed Murdoch Superstore Bulldog Trivia Cash giveaway $50. I'm trying to give away Monday morning between 7 and 8. Be listening in. And our good buddy Tommy Palmer, 10 o'clock tonight, or when the game is over with from 10 until midnight. Tommy will be doing the Georgia High School football scoreboard. Elbert County leading Oglethorpe 49-0 in the third. Beck, play action. Throws back to Eaves, and he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. Set up a screen play. It wasn't going to score, but he's going to get close. And so it's going to set up, what is this, second down? Second and goal from the 19. That chop block is a tough one, man. But like I said, if they want to call it every snap, they can. I mean, let them go down and block somebody. I mean, you teach a guy to go low, yeah, chop block. It's just really how you interpret it is how you're going to call it. You start calling plays like that, it's like an umpire at home plate. Every strike zone's different, you know. Second down. The scoreboard says 99 to go. Second down and goal from the 19. We're in the gun. 2 receivers left and 2 right. Beck is back. Going to throw across the middle. Threw behind his intended receiver. Had a guy open down there, and that would have been Bryant, the tight end. But he threw behind him. A good step behind him. And it's going to set up third and goal from the 19. Again, Elbert is killing Oglethorpe 49-0. Stevens leads West Hall 38-7. We got a 3-point lead, 20-17 from Herndon Stadium. Dogs and the Dragons. I don't know if we've ever played a Dragon team before. I think this is the first Dragon team. I think North Hall is the Barneys next week. I'm not positive, but I won't get into their mascot, okay? It's really kind of a goofy dragon suit tonight. Beck wants to throw, got pressure, throws in traffic, incomplete. He gunned it down there, but John really had double coverage on him, and John's talking to the other receiver, and I'm not so sure we didn't run a wrong route again. Somebody was in the wrong spot, but Landon threw the ball about 4 miles over both of them's head. So 4th down and goal from the 19. This is a wild one. Somebody's thinking, what's he talking about? Yeah, we were down on the 4-yard line, so we were looking at 1st and goal, so now we're looking at 4th and goal. And after a chop block that took away the touchdown, we got 19 yards to go. And bottom line, we got to score. There ain't no picking up a 1st down. It's got to be in the end zone, okay? So no 5-yard routes. Beck is back. He's got pressure. He throws as he's being drugged down and intercepted by Jefferson. They picked it off on the 4-yard line. We've got a penalty marker down too, Bob tells me, or maybe not. I don't know why he didn't just knock it down, to be honest, because they've got a guy down. Jefferson's got a player down that he was hitting, I think, Beck as he threw it. Beck had a guy hanging all over him when he threw it. He underthrew it, and they pick it off, and really they should have just batted it down. This is going to benefit us, to be honest, because that's almost like a punt. We'll come back in a moment after the injury timeout. 30-second break on WKLY Bulldog Football.
When we think of football, the in air says, go Bulldogs.
Okay, folks, we're back. Chris Jackson, the injured Jefferson Dragon. He's getting up, walking off. Never like to see anybody get injured. Here's the score. Flowery Branch 36-0 over Cedar Shoals. Well, you talking about a team that can score points. Apparently Flowery Branch can, and all their quarterbacks are now in college football, and they're still doing it. Bob, I think me and you could go over there and probably chunk for 2,000 with that offense. They picked it off, Jefferson did. Now, let's see what happens here, because had he just batted it down, they would have had the ball on the 19. So they start from their own 5-yard line. Jefferson going to be in the eye. We couldn't get any points. We lead by 3. Let's see if that, we hope it don't come back to hurt us. They run a running back to the left side. He got across the 5 to the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. Deontay Allen made the stop. And who was that, 32, toting the rock that time? I think so. 32 for these guys. Quinn Sewell. They've been alternating. The 23's played a lot there. And, of course, he's a guy who just got injured. He plays a lot at linebacker for Jefferson. Again, they got these running backs, they go both ways. A lot of the linemen do, too. We're under 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. We lead by 3, and they may not run another play. I think Jefferson's going to let that play clock run down, and we're going to get set for fourth quarter action. So get your 4 fingers ready to go, people. And here we go. That is the end of quarter number 3 with your score. Hart County 20 and Jefferson 17. We'll be back with fourth quarter action and just action official. 12 minutes to go. Give a few seconds here and there. We lead by 3, 20-17 over Jefferson. And Jefferson's looking at a 2nd down and 8 from their own 8-yard line, maybe 7-yard line. And boy, do we need a defensive stop. It would be nice here, wouldn't it? They've only punted once tonight. They're going to be in the shotgun, it looks like. 1 running back beside Sheriffs, the quarterback. 1 receiver left, make that 2 left and 2 right. He's in the gun. He looks back. Not a lot of pressure. Sets up and guns, and he dropped it. He was bobbling. The receiver dropped it. Going to set up a 4th down. They got to punt the football. And let's see. Deontay Allen was covering, and they're going to punt. 3rd down, excuse me. 3rd and long for Jefferson. 11:54 to go in quarter number 4. Just underway. We lead 20-17. Wishful thinking they were going to have to punt. So let's just knock this one down and make them punt, right? 2 receivers right, 2 left. In the shotgun, that fullback is beside that quarterback. We've got a 4-3 look, may bring some heat. Now we're going to lay back. Quarterback steps up. Got some time. He's got a guy wide open. Made the grab up on the 30. First down, Jefferson. Number 29 ran a good route. He got in front of John Vollraff, and he also got in front of number 2 for the Bulldogs. And he made the grab, number 29, with a huge first down for Jefferson. That is Shaquille Maxey, a senior wide receiver. Kid ran a nice route. He cut that route off. I think he had them going back upfield, and he cut the route off and set right down in it. And that's one of those passes kind of designed. I mean, he's going to run that far and set down that quarterback. Just bought time, and nailed him with it. They're going to stay in that gun with 2 running backs, 1 either side of that quarterback. 2 receivers to the right. Tight end is on the left side. They're going to put him in motion. That's 29. Set him up now way out there. High snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He missed the running back. Okay, it was going to go to the running back, right? It was meant to go. Tyler Floyd made the stop. It was meant to be a direct snap to the running back who came out of there and missed it. So here we go. Brings up a 2nd down and 9 for Jefferson. And they're up on the 32-yard line. They're on 32, and we lead by 3. That's it. 3-point lead with 10:52 to go in the game. And you got to believe Jefferson and T. McFerrin, they're going to take their time between plays. They ain't in no hurry to get out here and run. They're just going to take their sweet time and just kind of chug a look down the field. They're in the shotgun, and we jumped off sides. We got back, and now they're going to throw a late flag. Did we get the guy to move, or did they get us for offsides? If we made any contact and it's offsides on us, that's a 5-yarder. So now you're looking at 2nd down and take away 5. Now it's 2nd down and 4. And, boy, if we've been offsides at least 3 times tonight, and 2 of them have been just horrible for us because we've given them first downs. At least this one, it's still just 2nd down, but it cut it down from 9 yards to go to now 4. 10:26 to go. That left defensive end just a little bit antsy, jumped it. And if you make any contact, if you don't touch anybody and get back, you're okay before he snaps it. But they saw him hit somebody. In the shotgun, 1 running back. Now they're back in the eye. They're in the eye. We jumped again. Got away with it, and they're going to run. 23 still running. And he got hurt just a little bit ago. Got up to the 40-yard line, sets up a 3rd. Here comes a late personal flag. more than likely going to be on us. We hit him late. Number 23, he was the guy that got injured. He's back in the game. Good hard run, and I think we dinged him really late, and we're walking back like we know we did. And that's going to be a 15-yarder from the spot of that, which is at the 41. And this is going to be a big one. This is going to be a face mask, and it's probably going to be the big one, the big 15-yarder, not the incidental one. And this one is going to hurt. Yeah, they're moving that thing across the 50. Personal foul, face mask, so whoever wrapped him up hung on. And the thing is, we knew we did because we just walked back like we're guilty, and that's never a good sign. We knew we'd hung on. You can't do it. You got to let loose when you grab that mask. That gets it down to the Bulldog 45-yard line. They're only down by 3, and like I said, they're going to take as much time as they want because they don't want to leave us with anything. And they've already had a 6-minute drive tonight. One running back behind that quarterback. They'll give it to that running back. We hit him. He takes Eves for a ride. Picks up 4 yards. Stephon got him, but again, this 23's got good leg strength, and he still took us for about a 2-yard, 3-yard ride. Sets up 2nd down and 7 for Jefferson. Well, they've made a living tonight just running that ball in, not forget inside the tackles, inside the guards. Of course, those 2 guards take up a lot of real estate. Most teams, it would be the tackle spot, but these guys, when they get set, they take up some land, okay? And they're going to get back in that eye. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback looking. Got a man open. 1st down beyond the sticks. Do they count it? Yes. They're going to give him the catch. Now they're going to say he's out of bounds. Okay, I thought the one guy gave him the catch, and then the other guy came in and said, no, he's out of bounds. Never could get – he had possession, but just couldn't get his feet down. All he has to have is 1 foot down. He couldn't get it down. So we get a break there. 3rd down and 7 for Jefferson. They're down here on the Bulldog 43-yard line with 8:50 to go in quarter number 4. And this is a huge region football game. You win this one, you're 2 games up in the region. If you lose this one, you've got a long road to go. We really need to pull this one off tonight. We dig in there in the shotgun. They're looking to pass. He sets up. He's going to go deep. He's going for the home run. Incomplete. And we get away with a hand on the shoulder of that guy. Thank goodness they didn't call any type of holding or interference. So we force them. They got to punt the football. They're not going to go for it. They're going to punt it. We've had great field position. They'll try to pin us in. Great job defense. Secondary bowed up that time, made good pass coverage, and quarterback's got a pretty good strong arm on him there. But again, we took him out of their comfort zone, which is running. They call a timeout. We'll take one too. Bulldog football back. And we're back, folks. Bulldog football. Remember, call a Hart County Farm Bureau agent for great rates on manufactured homes. Farm Bureau, your one stop for all of your insurance needs. And you know, you can call Hart County Farm Bureau for all of your insurance needs and now even your banking needs. Just give them a call. Brian, Joey Lynn, Mike, Jonathan, Russ, or Jeff at 706-376-3121. And check them out today. They've got all these new services specializing in new and used car and equipment loans. 706-376-3121 for more info. And we'll be selecting our Hart County Farm Bureau player of the game. Who knows who it's going to be? Could be a lineman tonight. Who knows? Because they've done a heck of a job blocking, regardless of the outcome of the game. And we'll find out. 8:44 to go in the game. And what are we looking at? They're going to go for it now. They decided to heck with punt. We're going for it. This is a big gamble. 4th and 8. And they're on our 43-yard line. Jefferson. They're in the shotgun. He steps up and passes. Number 21 dropped it. Had it in his hands. Would not have picked up the 1st down anyway. Now we got the rock on the 43-yard line. And, Bruce, big play there by the defense.
Yeah, defense buckled up and made the big play. Jefferson punched out a couple of 1st downs, moved the ball downfield a little bit. But, again, the defense made the big play on this last possession and got the ball in great field position. We got the ball on our own 43. And still, I mean, we got the lead, we got the ball, but we found out against Stevens County it ain't over until it's over because Stevens came back and beat us because we need a score on this drive.
3-point lead for the Bulldogs,
Make it a 2-possession game. make it a two-possession game.
Jefferson in a 4-3 look. Hart County in that eye. We'll give it to Tarikas. He got knocked down in the backfield, got tripped up again. It's just kind of unique tonight. When he's in the game, Austin McAllister made the play for Jefferson. Bob Amos, when he's in the game, they come out there with all these exotic blitzes. But you let 34 get in the game, and they sit back and say, we're going to brace ourselves. Here comes 34 back in the game. It's just kind of unique. I mean, it's something they've seen on game film, that they've got an all-out blitz when 23's in the game. But like with 34, they're just kind of laying back like they're bracing themselves. And you just wait and see on this next carry. It's 2nd down and 11. 34's in the game. We're in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Beck's just going to take it. The big fullback. Beck, first down. Doing that Tebow run. Remember, this kid was your fullback in middle school. He was a fullback a long time before he was ever thought about being a quarterback. Wesley Simonton went along for the ride, but number 9, and I think you're going to see this as this season progresses, you're going to see him running the ball a whole lot more. A whole lot more, which is going to give you a lot more depth in running the football because he's a fullback-type body. He's bigger than probably anybody we got. He's probably bigger than Eads. I mean, he's biggest one we got back there. Why not? He can be just as dangerous running inside of the tackle spot with that little draw play, and that time he looked great. 2 receivers left and 1 right in the eye. 1st and 10 on the 45 of Jefferson. This time they come in and they trip up Eads. They got in there that time. This time they came in with linebackers, and Wesley Simonton got a hold of it. That's the first time that they brought heat when 34's in the game. 2nd down and 11. We lose a yard to put it on the 46-yard line of Jefferson. 7:05. This game is quietly going pretty darn quick right now. And, I mean, this is going to be unique. We got a 3-point lead, but let's see how much time we can eat off the clock, too. 2 receivers. 1 is in a slot. That would be Vollraff to the right in the eye. We go right up the middle, pick up a yard or 2 with Stefan, sets up a 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs with 6:36 to go in this game, and tackle made by Chris Jackson of Jefferson. We've called his name out quite a bit. 20-17, Hart County leads by 3. Good crowd tonight, big Hart County crowd. Pretty good crowd from Jefferson. They came in late, but they've got a lot of people over there now. John and Shiflett will go to the right. Braxton and John Vollraff in the eye. The tight end lines up on the right side. We're heavy right. Going to run left to Stefan. Got a great block by his guard. Stefan, first down to the 30. Stutter steps, goes out of bounds. First down, Stefan Eads. And Derek Perkins made the play. 63, Drew Teasley made a great block. He snapped around and he made the seal block that got that first down. Because if he don't make that block, they got Stefan at least slowed down in the backfield. He peeled out and made a nice block and sprung Eads for the first down. Like I said, these linemen are blocking their hind ends off tonight. 2 receivers left and 2 right. Bryant, the tight end, is one of those guys to the right in the shotgun. Beck going to keep it again. Put his head down, runs over a guy or 2. They hit him kind of late, too. Got to the 23-yard line, picked up about 3 yards on the play. And Wesley Simonton made the play. You're thinking, why are they running the quarterback? Well, why not? I mean, it takes, now you got to defend the quarterback running the football. Not forget just the pass. Now he's running the football. It's a new dimension that I'm glad they're finally doing because this is there. He's a fullback-type body. He can take that pounding probably as much as any guy can back there. We're in the eye. 2 receivers right. The tight ends to the left, Bryant. 4-3 look for Jefferson. Tyreek is gay. He got going. Crosses the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Sets up 3rd down and very manageable. And let's see. Zach Allen made the stop for Jefferson. I think it's the first time that they didn't really blitz on Tyreek, and he got a good head start, went vertical, and got some good yardage. It sets up a 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. We're down here on the 19 of Jefferson. We've got Mitchell in there at fullback. Tyreekis is behind him. Heavy set to the right. Flip it back, Tyreekis. Got a good block by Mitchell. Stepped in. First down, Tyreekis. Lunges down to the 15-yard line. Got a great block by Mitchell, the fullback. Cole Givens made the stop. And that one there, just like the previous play, Your fullback got you that one. Without that block, that one's dead in the backfield. They had a guy blitzing in. Stephon Eads is now back out there, number 34. Tyrekus coming off the game. That's his best run of the night right there. He just put his head down. Boy, his fullback just plastered a guy, and he could turn his shoulders, get squared up, and went running downhill and got that first down. 1st and 10 from the 15 of Jefferson. We dig into the shotgun. Beck going to keep it again. Beck right up the middle, just lunges, dragging people. Beck still running. Takedown! Oh, my goodness. Landon Beck. He just ran like a bulldozer. 4 or 5 guys hit him. Bob Amos almost hit me. Beck just kept moving the pile. And it looked like that Josh Carey run a few years ago where Josh just moved it right down the field. And then somebody hit him, and then he come out of there. Boy, that's his highlight reel right there. Forget the passing deal. A new dimension they've opened up tonight, and, buddy, that's a can of worms nobody wants to deal with because he's got the body to do it. He just absolutely bulldozed Jefferson over from 15 yards out. Extra point by Wilder. We now lead 26-17. Good snap. The kick is up. It's wobbly, but I think it got in, and it did. And we lead 27-17. We got a 10-point lead on these Dragons. Absolutely the play of the year so far in my book, and I haven't seen a play like that in years. Bruce Six, I mean, he was 15 yards out. He ran that thing out of the gun, and he looked like the bus running that thing, Jerome Bettis. I mean, he had guys dragging on him, and that's a Herschel-type play, moving, and then finally broke out of there, scored the touchdown. Amazing.
Yeah, he looked like something like Tim Tebow would have done at Florida during his Heisman Trophy years.
I tell you, Tebow, he didn't do that move at Florida. That right there is that Herschel mystique tonight. We've been talking about Herschel numbers. That's a Herschel move right there. Beautiful. Love to see a quarterback run tough like that. Good kickoff by Jonathan. They take it on the 7-yard line. The kid's just kind of jogging out there, and then we jog down and we make the hit. This one's going to be a face mask on us, Bob thinks. It's either a block in the back or a face mask. Let's see. And Bob is pretty positive that we face mask that guy. So this could be a 5-yarder, could be a 15-yarder. We'll see.
Well, the good thing about it, we're up by 2 scores now, and so Jefferson has got to pass every
Okay,
down.
Personal foul, face mask, a 15-yarder against Hart County. Again, we get hit by a face mask call. Hart County leads by 10. But, again, a lot of time left. 3:58 to go in the football game. We've been the one calling the timeouts. I'm pretty sure they've got all 3 left.
No, Jefferson used 1 in the second half. So I think they have 2 left.
Well, they've got 2 timeouts, which is probably more than we got. I think we've got 1. So we don't want to stop the clock. They may need to. 3:58 to go in the game. 10-point lead, 27-17. Hart County lead. What a game tonight. Boy, these people got their money's worth. For the games we've had at Herndon Stadium this year, you got to admit people got their money's worth. The Stevens game, even though we got beat, got your money's worth. Tonight, just watching that quarterback on that last run, you got your dadgum money's worth, I guarantee you. 10-point lead for the Dogs. Their quarterback gets it in the gun. He's got time. He's going to throw. Boy, there was bumping and bumping going on with him and the defender. Incomplete. Chris Ayers was defending, and that one is incomplete. No penalty markers. Both these guys, referee did the smart thing, let them both, because they were bumping and bumping all the way down the field. 3:52 to go in the game. Dogs lead by 10. And the ball is on the Jefferson, almost the 40-yard line. 39 3/4, okay? They're going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left and 2 right. We give a man-to-man look, but it's really a cover 2 scheme defensively. We'll zone it. Over the quarterback's head. They snapped it over the head. He has to dive on it, and they down it on the 27-yard line of Jefferson. In the shotgun, they don't do it a whole bunch, and that's why. He snapped it about a mile over the quarterback's head. Big loss on that play. They fell on it on their own 27-yard line. So now you're looking at 3rd down and 3.2 acres of land to go. Let's see what we got, folks. 3:25 to go. 22 yards to pick up a first down. Jefferson, 3rd and 22 on their own 27-yard line. And as Lou Holtz would say, get them back in the shotgun. 1 running back beside that quarterback. Another high snap. He pulled it in. We got pressure. They set up a little screen play to 23. He's got some opening, but we knock him down about 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. Chris Ayers made a nice tackle, sets up a, 4th down? And we're going to say about 11. So he got a big chunk of that yardage back, but it's 4th and 11 for Jefferson. And this is going to be interesting. What does Steve McFerrin do? Looks like he's going to go for it. 2:40 to go. You got 2 timeouts. He's going to go for it. They're in the shotgun. And now we've got a timeout called by Hart County. That is our last. And, folks, we'll be back in a moment with Bulldog football. Stay tuned. 30.
Skelton Morris Associates has been insuring Northeast Georgia since 1912. The professionals at Skelton Morris Associates can assist you with insurance of all kinds. They offer life, health, disability, annuities, long-term care, personal homeowners, and auto insurance, all at competitive rates. So contact the professionals at Skelton Morris Associates.
Back with 2:33 to go in this football game. And for the Hart County Bulldogs, Bruce Hicks, we've done some outscoring in the second half, haven't we?
Yeah, you just think about it. We were trailing by 5 at halftime as we were trailing 17-12. And we really squandered a chance to score a touchdown right before halftime as we give the ball down on downs. Actually, they intercepted the pass on the 5-yard line. But we've outscored them. We've scored 2 touchdowns here in the second half. We've outscored them 15-0. Big down here, 4th down and 11. If we can some way stop them, we can just down the ball the rest of the way on offense.
Okay, hunker down defense. Boy, William Devane's group has done a spectacular job in the second half of the game. 27-17, here comes Jefferson in the shotgun. We got some pressure. We hit him as he threw it. He's got a man open, took a heck of a hit, but he hung on to it. He dropped it. Ballraff really took him out, and now John's going to stay over there. Somebody isn't checking on that receiver. Kid had it, and John just AWACSed him. That's the hit of the year so far. That was a big-time hit, and hopefully that kid seen poor number 23. He's been beat up tonight, hasn't he? Chris Jackson, he's the one that had it. Soon as he got it, John just whammo, completely Bruce Hicks obliterated him.
You're right. Great hit there. The number 23, the running back, had the reception, but the hit forced him to drop the ball. So Hart County gets the ball, 1st down and 10 on the Jefferson 39 with 2:25 left. They have maybe 1 timeout left to stop the clock. So they just called a timeout on that 4th down play. They have 1 time left. We don't even need to punch. Actually, don't need to punch down on 1st down. We can just run the clock out.
And Bruce, we've called a timeout. We'll take one too. It's Bulldog football and WKLY. Stay tuned. Back in a moment.
With the new American Standard system from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning of Hartwell. American Standard is rated as the most reliable brand on the market, and they offer maintenance agreements on their equipment. Now is also the best time to get your system inspected and serviced for its best performance. Johnson Heating and Air also offers solutions for indoor air quality. Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning of Hartwell, 706-376-7455.
Okay, we called a timeout, but we don't have any left. So, and now it's a delay of game because then we had to get back out there, and we're doing this commercial the whole time, and so that's a delay of game. Hey, North Oconee is leading Raven 45-0 in the 4th quarter, and that's who we got coming in next week. And, boy, they're going to be tough to handle too, North Oconee.
And, Mike, you was talking about the spectators of tonight's game. Had a great game to watch. Hart County leading 27-17. I hope we have this good kind of game next week because if we do, we're in the game because North Coney, where these scores has been the first 4 weeks of the season, they've been the best team in Region 8AA.
Yeah, they may be the team to beat. I mean, the way they played everybody. We're in the I, 1st and 15 on the 44 of Jefferson. We'll run it. Left side, big 34, big opening 34. Rumbling down to the 23-yard line. 1st down, move the chains, fellas. Big 34, you want the hands of the rock, toting the rock at this time of the ball game. Andrew Thompson went along for the bus ride. Yeah, right now, and you tell Stefan, hey, Stefan, hang on to it, big fella. Hang on, squeeze that football. But he's had a heck of a good game. He's had a lot of good games this season so far. Offensive line just absolutely tearing them down. That's been a big surprise tonight. I know the size Jefferson's got. I'm really impressed with our O-line. In the I, 1st and 10 from the 23 of Jefferson. Here comes 34 right up the middle. He spins around, gets down to the 17-yard line of Jefferson. with a $146 and counting.
Going back to North Oconee, last week they beat Commerce 42-0, and you said they're beating Raven County 45-0. That's 87-0 the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it shows you they play defense and they can play offense. So,
and you might say, how good is Commerce? Hart County and Franklin tied each other 14-14. Commerce lost to Franklin by 3, 31-28. Then again, North Oconee beat Commerce 42-0 last week.
2nd down and 5 on the 18 of Jefferson. Beck going to hand off to 34. He got hit, line of scrimmage, hung on. I saw a shoe flying up thinking, please don't let that football come out. He's down to the 15-yard line. All we're looking to do is eat that clock. Dylan Simmons made the stop. A minute to go in this game. We got a 10-point lead. We come back from the grave tonight, literally. I mean, we were down by 5, and folks, to see that offensive line just completely smashing us in the first half of this game tonight, I would have never believed that we could have made those kind of adjustments, but give it to Devo. The defense did. Offensively, we've had some great play calls, and we're up by 10 on these guys. I would not have thought we would have been doing this. Beck takes his time, going to give it to Stefan. Left side, just rams it in there. They're going to knock him down on the 15, no gain, but that's going to do it. Nathan Carson made the stop. And nobody's going to stop it. That's going to do it, folks. 21-20. Give them a big hand at home. They've earned it tonight. The Hart County Bulldogs trailed for most of the game, but not when it counts. They're going to win it 27-17 as we have defeated the Jefferson Dragons here before a great crowd at Herndon Stadium, and it is over with. Done deal, 27-17. The Dogs come out of here with a huge Region 8 AA sub-region game and win. We'll be back in a moment with your post-game show live on